The visit to the Blessed Virgin. And now, as to the visits to the Most Blessed Virgin, the opinion of Saint Bernard is well known and generally believed. It is that God dispenses no graces otherwise than through the hands of Mary. God wills that we should receive nothing that does not pass through Mary's hands. Hence, Father Soares declares that it is now the sentiment of the Universal Church that the intercession of Mary is not only useful but even necessary to obtain graces. And we may remark that the Church gives us strong grounds for this belief by applying the words of the sacred scripture to Mary and making her say, "In me is all hope of life and of virtue. Come over to me, all ye that desire me. Let all come to me, for I am the hope of all that you can desire." Hence, she then adds, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, and that watcheth daily at my gates, and waiteth at the posts of my door. Blessed is he who is diligent in coming every day to the door of my powerful intercession, for by finding me he will find life and eternal salvation. He that shall find me shall find life, and shall have salvation from the Lord." Hence, it is not without reason that the Holy Church wills that we should call her our common hope by saluting her, saying, "Hail our hope." Let us then, says St. Bernard, who went so far as to call Mary the whole ground of his hope, seek for graces and seek them through Mary. Otherwise, says St. Antonius, if we ask for graces without her intercession, we shall be making an effort to fly without wings, and we shall obtain nothing. He who asks without her as his guide attempts to fly without wings. Graces obtained through visits to the Blessed Virgin Mary. In Father Auremia's little book, we read of innumerable favors granted by the Mother of God to those who practice this most profitable devotion of visiting her often in her churches or of some image. We read of the graces which she granted in these visits to Blessed Albert the Great, to Abbot Robert, to Father Soares, especially when she obtained for them the gift of understanding, by which they afterward became so renowned throughout the Church for their great learning. We read of the graces which she granted to Venerable, now St. John Berkmans of the Society of Jesus, who was in the daily habit of visiting Mary in the chapel of the Roman College. He declared that he renounced all earthly love to love no other after God than the Most Blessed Virgin, and he had written at the foot of the image of his beloved Lady, "I will never rest until I shall have obtained a tender love for my mother." We read also of the graces which she granted to Saint Bernardine of Siena, who in his youth also went every day to visit her in a chapel near the city gate, and declared that that lady has lavished his heart. Hence he called her his beloved, and said that he could not do less than visit her often, and by her means he afterwards obtained the graces to renounce the world and to become what he afterwards was, a great saint and the apostle of Italy. Do you then be also careful always to join to your daily visit to the Most Blessed Sacrament, a visit to the Most Holy Virgin in some church, or at least before devout image of her in your own house. If you do this with tender affection and confidence, you may hope to receive great things from this most gracious Lady, who, as St. Andrew of Crete says, always bestows great gifts on those who offer her even the least act of homage. Mary, Queen of sweetest hope, who can ever forget thee? By thy mercy, by thy love, have pity, Queen, on me.